Welcome to the slaughterhouse. We'll leave you dripping at the slaughterhouse. Sliced up and missing at the slaughterhouse. There's no forgiveness at the slaughterhouse. Where deadly screams plead like muffled sounds. Eternal darkness, there's no sun and clouds. You better watch how you run your mouths, or catch a fist that's been unannounced. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Johnny Johnson. Welcome to NUW Slaughterhouse, episode 26.
Introducing first, from the motherfucking straight.
And we are kicking things off with a main event of our mega event type quality matchup between the Darkside and the NUW Undisputed Heavyweight Champion David LOWELL. The match was made on Upshot. David LOWELL apparently having a bit of a problem with having to defend the belt in a fatal five-way match at Halloween Hell 3. And you could understand that. You can understand why, with the odds stacked against him so much, that David LOWELL would have a word to say to the Darkside.
NUW Undisputed Champion, the S tier, David LOWELL.
First entrance with the title, baby.
Yeah.
And it was mutual, I'm told. David LOWELL wanted this just as much as the Darkside did. Neither one of these guys have ever stepped in the ring one-on-one before with each other. And they couldn't wait to the end of the show. They said, let's kick things off right at the beginning and let's settle this man-to-man. Both competitors will be part. Obviously, David LOWELL will be part of the Fatal 5-Way, but the Darkside also will be stepping inside the ring at Halloween Hell 3, where it will be between Yvonne McDonald, Shadow Grim, JJ Cordero, the Darkside, and the current champion, David LOWELL.
Let's go.
As both these men square up and now they lock up in the center of the ring. Two mainstays of this company, two of the best that we got. And this is what Slaughterhouse is all about here in Newburgh, New York. Both these guys know how to wrestle. They've been trained with the best as David LOWELL.
All right.
Able to trip the Darkside back up, and he applies that underhook choke with the Darkside, able to roll, slide, maneuver his way, whatever you want to refer to it as, back himself out of that predicament and out of the ring.
Gold-faced mother like that. You ain't talking to the Darkside. Come on.
And the Darkside, after losing the Continental Championship, has been unhinged. He has been a much angrier version of himself that we usually see.
Let's get it.
Darkside slapping Goldface, but he is the boss. He can do what he wants. These guys lock it up again, and the Darkside now with the advantage with that wrist lock.
That's right.
And now Darkside, beautiful, maneuvering David LOWELL with the pressure of that wrist lock into a side headlock.
How's your head feel? How's your neck?
And now just talking that smack to David LOWELL as he's wrenching him in that headlock. But David pushes him off, and the Darkside hits a shoulder tackle.
Like that.
Yeah!
Not something you normally would see in the Darkside's arsenal. But the Darkside feeling extra strong here today. And now, David LOWELL taking him out with a drop kick.
Sweet.
Darkside looked like he was going for a leg drop, Hulk Hogan style perhaps. LOWELL moving out of the way and then hopping up like lightning.
Here we go.
And now LOWELL looking for that forearm. Darkside rolling out of the way and delivering a knee right to the gut. And then one right to the face of David LOWELL. It's been very back and forth here in the early stages of this matchup. As the Darkside delivering the double boots to the chest.
That's right.
Classic Darkside style. But now only two is the champ. The resiliency of the champ.
Come on. Come on.
He's Darkside now applying.
Come on.
He got the crossface in. I'm not sure he's got a crossface.
That's right.
Come on, champ.
It looks more of like a chokehold.
Prodigal face, you saw it. You saw it, Gold face. I ain't the only one.
And now David LOWELL rolling. Darkside up, but only two.
Oh, you fuck.
And Darkside with a mean, vicious drop kick right to the back. Sending David LOWELL to the corner. And now with the forearm strikes to the back of the head. Darkside winding up and then connecting with a vicious one.
Come on, listen. It's the S tier.
The champ.
S tier, huh?
The champ.
The S tier.
The Darkside extra aggressive, talking extra smack right in the ear as he delivers that jumping famouser. But still, the champion David LOWELL able to kick out.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
And don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. This is non-title.
You ain't fucking going nowhere.
As the Darkside applies that rear choke. David LOWELL trying to fight out of it, but you see the Darkside with his
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're almost there.
weight,
You're almost there, buddy.
all his weight applied down
You ain't fucking nowhere.
in the position that he's in, able to kind of just toss David around, stay on top of him.
Come on.
Johnny Johnson ain't no wrestler, but
It'll be the same result.
you know,
like Halloween
he did
Hell.
wrestle some amateur wrestling back in high school, so he knows about popping the hips and all that type of shit. But now, David LOWELL might have just popped something else on the Darkside as he fight out, delivering forearms, delivering slaps, chops, and now kicks in the corner.
Yeah!
David LOWELL is fired up and now delivering a big jumping, running forearm right to the face of the Darkside, and the Darkside looks done. But still only two. That forearm strike was vicious, was a thing of beauty connecting right flush with the face of the Darkside. But now David LOWELL has the Darkside right where he wants him, perhaps. Prone, laid out in the middle of the ring as he starts to climb up. But perhaps the Darkside was only playing possum as David LOWELL makes it to the top and the Darkside able to hit that top rope and knock him off. And now climbing up there, looking perhaps for a big superplex from the top. Drop it up down right on the back of his head.
Goodness gracious.
Good God Almighty, what a match we have so far. The action, the back and forth pace. And now the Darkside with the cover. But David LOWELL, good Lord, you gotta respect the balls as we take another look at this superplex off the top. Darkside delivering to David LOWELL. And now the Darkside looking to work on the knee, on the legs of David LOWELL, of the high flyer David LOWELL. And he locks in the New York crab deep. The Darkside grabs that leg and then the hand, the stretch of the midsection of the lower back as David LOWELL tries to climb tries to reach that bottom rope, and he gets it. Finally, David LOWELL able to grab that bottom rope. And the Darkside waiting to the absolute count of 5
About to break his leg.
before he breaks the hold. And a vicious kick right to the face from point blank range.
Your jaw hurts.
And a second kick
Oh, I'm sorry for the
right to the face of David LOWELL. The viciousness that is being displayed by the Darkside to David LOWELL. This man has been unhinged lately. And now the Darkside looking for a famouser over the middle rope. Didn't look like he caught all of it, but it looked like he got David LOWELL in the face with a knee. And David is dazed. He has got rocked by that knee. And now the Darkside looking for a superplex. But David with punches to the gut. And then a superplex. Or a suplex, I should say, onto the apron.
Spectacular.
It was super.
Press play.
We should say that. So technically, Johnny Johnson was right the first time. But now, back, Darkside trying to stay away from the ring, it looks like. And David LOWELL springboarded and hits the outside moonsault on the Darkside on the outside. Good Lord Almighty, what a match from these two. Top of the game. The peak of their careers, the pinnacle of the sport. The Darkside and David LOWELL going toe-to-toe to open up this episode of Slaughterhouse here in NUW. As David LOWELL sending the Darkside into the ring post face first. Darkside clutching at his face. And now, what is LOWELL doing here? David LOWELL,
The hedgehog.
like Sonic, running around the ring, catching the speed, and then delivering that jump-in forearm right to the face. The speed that David LOWELL accumulated was unrivaled. Nobody can get that type of speed here at NUW. But the Darkside taking a very brief pause in the action to drop David LOWELL with that drop toe hold right into the ring apron. And now just like that, the Darkside back on the attack on the outside with kicks. And now David LOWELL in a position with the Darkside running at him and hitting that heel kick to the inside of the ring. And now the Darkside going for the pin. But David LOWELL kicking out. Good Lord Almighty, what a match. Both these guys giving it their absolute all. David LOWELL, the champion, fighting his heart out, taking everything that the Darkside can throw at him. And now the Darkside got a wrist lock applied. And is this, what the hell? Is the Darkside going for an old school? This is something I've never seen from the Darkside before, and probably for good reason, as it looks like David LOWELL just pulled him down, and straddling the top rope is the Darkside. David LOWELL with the running forearm, knocking him out to the outside. David LOWELL now back in control here, and the Darkside out, wobbly, confused. You see here again, that running, jumping forearm, sending him to the outside, crashing down. And David LOWELL has got his eyes set like a hawk, looking to fly and take out the Darkside with a suicide dive. Good Lord Almighty, the champion is fired up here.
Resume.
David LOWELL going for the pin, but still not enough to put away Darkside, the owner of NUW. And say what you will about his management style, making the triple threat here later on tonight with Mike Pirillo making the 5-way here with Darkside able to land on his feet from that brainbuster. Looked like he was going for an unpredator, but David LOWELL pushed him off, and now Darkside with the DDT finishing things off. Both those guys look like they got caught up in some madness right there, but the Darkside coming out the better man from the exchange, and now looking for a disaster kick, and he hits it flush to the face of David LOWELL. And David LOWELL somehow getting his foot on that rope, muscling out of the pin.
Come on!
And now the Darkside looking to pull David to the center of the ring.
Show the people what the Darkside did.
Oh my God! David LOWELL is bleeding from the face, from his nose. He is leaking. He might have a broken nose, and the Darkside is just laying in the beating.
You don't want to piss this man off.
He's got him in that choke, and now David doing everything he can to elbow and fight out of it. And now that side stretch, that modified crossface side stretch maneuver. It's like a half of an STF. Will the Darkside quit?
Go face, what's that? Over there. You don't see it. Oh shit, it's gone.
And Darkside tricking the gold face, the referee, to look in the other direction as he rakes the eyes. And nobody ever said Darkside was the cleanest competitor in the world, but that was quite dirty. You gotta do what you gotta do, but... And now the Darkside with an arm drag. A second deep arm drag, sending David to the other side of the ring. David goes for a clothesline, but the Darkside hitting that side effect.
Oh man,
and now the Darkside. He got David in the middle of the ring. He's climbing up, looking for the flying squirrel. And he hits it, coming right down on the chest of David LOWELL. And still David LOWELL able to kick out. The disbelief on the face of the Darkside right now, as their David LOWELL has kicked out of pretty much everything the Darkside has thrown at him. But there's still one move that no man has ever kicked out of, and the Darkside goes for it here, but David LOWELL able to maneuver his way out and hit that jumping enziguri to the head that just rocked the Darkside. The Darkside looking like he's trying to make his way up with the assistance of David LOWELL as David picks him up and drops him back down. Good Lord in heaven. David goes for the pin, and he gets it. Big win picked up here today over the Darkside in this brutal grudge match.
And the winner of the match, the NUW Undisputed Champion,
David LOWELL doing absolutely everything he can to secure this victory. Getting busted open, a possible broken nose. Look at his face. But David LOWELL is victorious. A tough fight, a vicious battle here to kick off the show, to open things up here on episode 26. Both these guys gave it their absolute all. Much respect to David LOWELL as he heads into his fatal 5-way at Halloween Hell. And it looks like we got a show of mutual respect from these two guys. They may have been pissed at each other coming into things, but it looks like through a beating, they have just earned respect from each other.
This October rain showers my spirit and waters my soul. My father always had the best advice when I was at my lowest. That it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but one day, everything gonna be alright. Last week I beat Chris Moolah in the main event of the 25th edition of NUW Slaughterhouse to qualify for that fatal 5-way Halloween Hell match for the Undisputed title. This was a reminder that I so desperately needed, that I am still the king of the mountain. And your next NUW Undisputed Champion. I'll continue to prove that against any man the Darkside wants to put in front of me. Me, Navon McDonald. Father will be so proud. I will not fail you. A great terror awaits in your honor. You just wait, NUW. You just wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a triple threat.
All three of these guys, they've been hungry for opportunity. Brandon Castelli, maybe most of all, although you can't discount any of the three guys in this matchup. They're all looking for a chance to shine. They're all looking for a chance to spread their wings. Brandon Castelli been frustrated the past few weeks how he's been treated by ownership in general, specifically the Darkside these past couple months. Picking up a huge win at Survival of the Fittest against Caleb Cross. But this is another man right here who has been very, very frustrated. He was on such a roll, beating guys like Yankee, like Jordan Oliver, huge names, Navon McDonald. But ever since then, Jonny Reid has been on a losing streak. He come up short at Survival of the Fittest in the Tag Team Championship match. He came up short against PJC in a one-on-one match on Upshot episode 24. But you know Jonny Reid, he is like a cannon. He could fire off at any moment, any time, any place. But the only man who it seems like has been on a little bit of a roll, as you see him rolling around, god damn it, is PJC. He did pick up a big win over Jonny Reid, a big win over Zach Cobalt. He was not victorious at Survival of the Fittest, but he does have the muscle. He does have Mickey Mouse. He's got all of it. He certainly has the energy, has the confidence. And all three of these guys can go. All three of these guys deserving of more opportunities here in NUW. Another bell has been rung. You can expect some high.
Come on, man.
Oh.
You ain't wrestled like 8 years. You're gonna not wrestle.
Kelly rolls out, and then Jonny Reid looking for a quick roll up, but Castelli pulling Jonny Reid out and then bashing him one time in the face for good measure. Now Castelli taking advantage of PJC as he's getting up, making sure he don't get all the way up. Now I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Castelli trying to block, turn his back to the ref so the ref can't see it. But God almighty, he just raked the eyes of PJC after gouging him. Castelli, he is a rough guy. He is a mean bastard.
Johnny Reid, you better do something.
He's all about his money, all about his business. But when he steps inside that ring, he certainly has an attitude, just like you see here. Not caring. He's right in the face of Goldface. And he's just dragging, not even breaking it, just dragging him along that top rope by the throat. And now Jonny Reid back in. Jonny Reid got two guys in the corner. And Jonny Reid with a big forearm to both their heads. Jonny Reid, you know, you're a fan of NUW. Even going back to BEW. Jonny Reid, he's one of the fastest rising. You know, people thought, God almighty, right in the face. People thought Johnny might be on the mountaintop already at this point. But he has suffered some setbacks. He is looking here today to be able to gain some of that momentum back and deliver it right to the chest of PJC. Now Castelli trying to show him how it's done. God almighty. The viciousness from Brandon the Bullet. Castelli. And now these two guys getting in it. Jonny Reid ducking under. And now applying that headlock to Brandon Castelli. Castelli shoots him off the rope and then a shoulder tackle, knocking him down with ease. The confidence. If you call it confidence, that looks like cockiness. Johnny Johnson just like saying cock. And now, Castelli bouncing off the ropes and gets hit with a beautiful drop kick flush in the center of the chest, delivered by Jonny Reid, who has, as you know, many times Johnny Johnson said Jonny Reid got the best drop kicks in the game, but now PJC got some of the best body splashes in the game, and now PJC with the crossbody taking him out. Unorthodox style, but PJC always very effective. Landing the attack, and like how Castelli broke up the count there. And now a crossbody in the corner by PJC. Beautiful. And can PJC keep his momentum going? This would be a huge win. Any of these guys, whoever walks away out of this contest, it is a big win because all three of these guys are top-notch, big caliber competitors. Look like Johnny was trying to flip up, maybe confuse PJC, only for a second PJC turned around. The madness, the action that is taking place cannot be tamed, cannot be controlled, and God damn it, Brandon Castelli with the K trigger. Right to the face of Jonny Reid out of nowhere. And now, Brandon Castelli with another one. God almighty, that one was vicious. That one was Castelli. Oh, Jonny Reid. Jonny Reid able to kick out. Oh my God. I don't know how the hell he kicked out. He got a knee right to the forehead. And now Castelli again, dropping him down. Back first on the knees. Good Lord Almighty, Jonny Reid still. Jonny Reid, the toughness. The Top Gun Jonny Reid, the demigod, able to kick out of two brutal maneuvers that not many people on this planet would ever have thought or considered of kicking out from. But he is not in good shape as Castelli continues this assault. Continues the attack on the outside, looking to suplex Jonny Reid. And now Johnny able to fight out of it, delivering a forearm, now a kick, spin kick to the gut. And now Johnny with a DDT himself, dropping Castelli on the apron. And now, can Jonny Reid find his opening in this matchup? Still don't know where the hell PJC's at, but Jonny Reid's fired up. Jonny Reid is ready to go, ready to roll, and go! There's PJC out of nowhere with the rolling Philton. PJC taking out Jonny Reid. And now PJC back on the attack, pulling out Brandon Castelli.
he exposed the concrete under the ring.
How about one more?
PJC look like he's setting him up. Now you don't like it. You rolling him over. I like how PJC moved the match too. It shows that PJC, he is a good guy. You don't want anybody getting hurt unnecessarily. And now, what the hell's he going for? He's looking for the Filton to the head? Went for a Filton to the head, but Castelli easily moving out of the way. And then the Castelli curse on the outside. Castelli curse on the outside. And now back on the inside. And another Castelli curse. God almighty. Castelli planting PJC face first into the mat. And that is it. Brandon Castelli is victorious in this huge triple threat. Big win by the Bullet Brandon Castelli, who is an asshole, but he is quite the competitor. And with this momentum headed into Halloween Hell, what can we expect next from Brandon Castelli? Oh, disgusting. Fucking David the Whale dropping me on my damn head. Getting blood on my jersey. This is Michael Jordan, damn it. Get this damn cleaner spray. What the hell? Who the fuck is calling me right now, man? What is it? I'm trying to clean my Michael Jordan jersey from David the Whale blood. What? He's awake? When the hell did this happen? Well, okay then. Next, are you sure? That's not a little soon? I mean, he did just come out of a fucking coma. He was honking like a goose last time I saw him. Alright, man, if you say so. Next week. Alright, then. Let me get this blood. I'm telling you, man, I just kicked the shit out of his face. Okay, alright. Next week, then. Alright. See you there, man. The goose is back. God damn it, David. Why'd you have to have such a leaky nose? Shit.
This next match is scheduled for one.
You can stand at my side.
And it is a triple threat match for the NUW Continental Championship. Making his way to the ring first, from Pirillo, this is REVAN.
And after survival of the fittest, after REVAN was unsuccessful trying to defeat the undefeated Clark Williams, both he and his tag team partner, USTILO, they made a vow that they would be making an impact very soon. A crater, a doomsday, end of the world type impact.
It happened for.
And they were granted this opportunity here, you know, by the good graces of our new boss, but also probably to put a screw to the man who took the title from him. Darkside. I'm gonna say he ain't really been himself lately, but he's been extra angry. However, he has granted opportunities to guys who have deserved it, like USTILO, like REVAN, guys that have been here for years, putting in hard work. And it may be sort of awkward, two B.O.C. members being in here fighting for the same title, but it also stacks the deck against the current champion, Mike Pirillo.
Today the title change is hand. Let's do this thing. And the final competitor.
And if you were a betting man, you'd bet. But at the end of the day,
Continental Champion,
This man right here will not be holding the gold. The odds are certainly stacked against him. Mike Pirillo.
Jesus Christ. What up, everybody?
Mocking USTILO, mocking anybody from Long Island, apparently.
Sorry, guys. Tell you organized.
You know, Long Island is a little bit weird, but it's like New York's retarded cousin. Can I say that? Can I still say that?
What's your name? Jimmy!
Special, we'll say. As Mike Pirillo has found a fan in the crowd.
Title back here. You can have my jacket, though.
The ever so generous Mike Pirillo. After he won that championship, he gave out jars of sauce to all the boys in the back.
Let's do this up.
I've heard he soon will be going into business. We'll be selling that sauce. I heard he made a partnership with the Pizza Man, but you know, that's some backstage business for the dirt sheets you can check out later on. Right now, we got one hell of a match starting up.
The two of you against me, but it's for one title. So shouldn't you be more worried about your... Oh!
Mike Pirillo trying to talk some sense, trying to turn these guys against each other, but I don't think REVAN's gonna have any of it. And now the B.O.C going to work on Mike Pirillo in the corner. USTILO got him up. And are they looking? Cause, oh God!
Damn, that's the
Mike Pirillo's done. That's it right there. If one of these guys pins him, Mike Pirillo.
The B.O.C can finally claim a title here in NUW. Listen, all you gotta do is lay down and let me pin you.
What?
Hey, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Even though I'll hold it, it's our title. Alright?
Well, what the hell? I didn't think USTILO would ever convince REVAN to do. Oh, yeah, REVAN ain't the type of guy.
I mean, if it's both our title, why don't you lay down?
Yes. Yeah.
Boo!
He's the one that suggested it in the first place, so yeah, you should have no problem with it.
Oh, come on.
You can't pin him like that, though.
Whoa. Why can't you let you pin me like that?
You big forehead having ass people gotta.
I'm sorry.
We should work for it, honestly.
Honestly.
Pin each other!
A little.
And just like that, both these guys didn't seem like one was gonna let the other pin them. And for good reason, the competition in the B.O.C is what keeps them so on point. They're gonna fight for this.
I don't think it's fair that you two just attacked me like that.
And now Pirillo, I don't think this is the time and the place for Mike Pirillo to try to be talking sense into these guys. I think it's the time to fight. But now, the fight may be driven right out of Mike Pirillo by the B.O.C after that double suplex. And now REVAN with a big super kick right to the face of USTILO. And a big punch right in the corner. Jumping punch right to the face. And now a kick. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, everything legal. This is triple threat rules. Anything goes. And now REVAN with that moonwalking DDT.
I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing the moon. I'm seeing my TV. Oh no!
And REVAN staying on the attack. Trying to cripple USTILO. Trying to rip apart his knee. Stomp his knee off. REVAN is a master of the strikes.
Alright.
You see Mike Pirillo out there having a conversation with the ref as USTILO, God almighty, picks up and then jackknifes REVAN right into the mat. But then Pirillo throws the chair.
It is no DQ, am I right?
No DQ. Johnny Johnson said these guys figured it out. They're all smart.
I didn't say there was.
They know the rules. Goldface making sure that everybody knows the rules. Everybody's aware. what's on the line, what they're fighting for. And now USTILO throws REVAN into Pirillo. Not sure how much he caught him. He might only caught him a little bit with that shoulder. But now they're going strike for strike. And USTILO, good lord, with the suicide dive. Taking them both out. Delivering shoulders to both his opponents. And now they are fighting on the outside. There's no count out. They're amongst the fans.
It's okay.
I don't have medical insurance. Okay.
Nobody here has medical insurance. They're all just fighting. And if they die, they die. Damn it. Get tetanus from these rusty chairs.
Yeah, he lose the law.
Nobody cares here in Newburgh.
This is what we like to see.
As USTILO again throwing Pirillo inside the ring. The only place you can pin or submit your opponent. And now, good lord, this is it. But REVAN in with the cookie sheet.
That wasn't hard. Actually, that hurt quite a bit.
That is not a normal cookie sheet. That is very large. It is galvanized. Look at that 100% pure American steel. That shot, those strikes from Mike Pirillo feeling like American steel, hitting your back like a girder. Just broke your back. And now, speaking of breaking backs, Mike Pirillo with the suplex. USTILO though, he ain't gonna let it end. And REVAN trying to sneak one out. Pirillo coming back up with a kick to USTILO. USTILO taking another kick.
It was? You want me to do it again?
Yes. Try it again.
From the ashes rises nothing.
The fans want to see another one. And Mike Pirillo is gonna give it to him. At the same time, he gives it to USTILO.
Why won't you go down?
USTILO's just staying up. But Mike Pirillo has an endless supply of kicks to the face. And it might have taken it. But USTILO finally, and now going for the cover on REVAN, but USTILO still with the wherewithal to grab Mike Pirillo and pull him off.
Johnny?
Mike Pirillo, it seems like he's fighting two guys here at once.
Oh my god. Ah, shit.
REVAN, do a flip.
Help me. Okay.
Mike Pirillo not looking like he's in good shape right here. You know, just last week he still is nursing those hamstring injuries as well. You can't forget that. And now REVAN fighting back. Got USTILO against the ropes. And now trying to clothesline him up and over that top rope. And he got him. He got him up and over. But USTILO still somehow on his feet. And still Pirillo out here. And goddammit, REVAN up top, flying with a double clothesline off the top rope to the outside. What a match we have here in the main event, episode 26 of NUW Slaughterhouse for the NUW Continental Championship. Both these Balance of Chaos members fighting, going toe-to-toe, not holding anything back.
I thought that hurts. Oh shit. My bad. What happened to you guys being friends? I don't know.
These guys are buddies, you know, they are hitting each other in the face, but they are at least apologetic about it. And now USTILO has REVAN in the fire, is carrying him, plants him down, rolling forward, and that could be it. But Mike Pirillo saves his championship. Mike Pirillo, who's only been champion now for about 2 or 3 weeks, is not looking to let his championship reign end so soon. This is his first defense.
Let's go, Sauce.
And it has been a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. USTILO hulking up, doing some type of boom shaka laka laka. But Oh God, it gets met with the neck break and dropper by Mike Pirillo. But what the hell is this bastard doing? Throwing the kitchen sink. I know the Revan thinks he's affiliated with Star Wars, but he ain't the Darkside, damn it.
Well, Darkside, he'll show you how to use that thing.
And now Revan with the kick, the stomp, the boot, right to the armpit.
Somebody lost it too.
Hit him like a man.
And that's how you do it. You hit him with a sink, damn it.
Not my thing.
Hey, fuck you sauce-eating bastard.
Not hygienic.
Mike Pirillo on fire right now.
Something interesting.
Looking good. As bad as his chances are, he is looking good. And now he's got the mask picked up of USTILO, putting that down.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know what the hell Mike Pirillo could be looking for. Now he's going to the shed.
There we go. Nostalgia.
Mike Pirillo with the BEW Hardcore Championship from way back in the day.
What is going on?
That thing has seen better days, ladies and gentlemen. But, oh God! Pirillo's caught on the way in by a spinning forearm and now dropped on the knee of USTILO. And now it's down to the B.O.C. USTILO or REVAN. Who's gonna be the next Continental Champion with a Sister Abigail? By REVAN to USTILO. USTILO rolling out of the ring, and now Pirillo locking in a rear naked choke. Mike Pirillo out of nowhere with the rear naked choke, but REVAN kicks the cameraman and gets his foot on the rope. USTILO now climbing back in, up on the top, and Mike Pirillo rolls out of the way, and then kicks USTILO in the face for the 8th time. REVAN cutting Mike Pirillo off, and that force slam.
Good job.
Slamming Mike Pirillo inside out. And now, waiting for him to get up, but now USTILO dropping him across the knee, and then dropping him with a neck breaker.
You know I'm not gonna let you pin him, right?
And with Mike Pirillo right there.
No, I don't want to shake your hand. No. What are you doing? No.
USTILO doing what he has to do, staying on top. But Pirillo just able to kick out or get him out, knock him out of it.
Come on.
This has been such a high-paced match. Pirillo making things very difficult now for USTILO. And sending USTILO out of the ring. And now Pirillo really needs to get serious here. If he wants to keep his championship, he's focusing on USTILO out here. The wind is blowing. There's a goddamn tornado. And now, USTILO is wrapped up in that tarp like a burrito.
Yes.
USTILO has been wrapped up. And he might be out of this matchup for good. As Pirillo now turns his attention to REVAN, who sits up.
Hurry up. Fuck.
And now he kips up and kicks Pirillo in the gut. Pirillo able to move out of the way of the Malcor 5 and lock in that rear naked choke. REVAN jaw jacking him, stunning him. And now REVAN, he could be one move away. And USTILO somehow unwrapped himself. And now both these guys, the B.O.C, got Mike Pirillo in a very bad situation. And God almighty, USTILO hits him with the belt. And then, good Lord, this could be it. But Mike Pirillo somehow is up. and rolls him up. And now Pirillo retains. Pirillo retains. God Almighty. The chaos was attempted to be balanced there, but Mike Pirillo, with the wherewithal after getting hit right across the face, to roll up REVAN, or USTILO I should say, roll up USTILO, after REVAN was incapacitated, and Mike Pirillo is still your NUW Continental Champion. As both these guys, both these proud members of the Balance of Chaos, these guys are like brothers. And they might not all be there in the head right now, but they are like brothers, and they are back on the same page. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I am Johnny Johnson. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. We love all your feedback. And join us next week for episode 27 of NUW Slaughterhouse.